General Accord has no right to intervene with the national legislature activities. Even the laws that the general respect and use are made in the National Legislative Assembly, are not made by the executive. It is the national legislature which makes law in for this country, especially the National Legislative Assembly. So in any way, that is the priority of the National Legislative Assembly. If the general does not, he try to ignore the responsibility of the national legislature, he has to be reminded. One of the priorities, one of the mandate of the National Legislative Assembly is to make laws. It's one of the laws that we are commissioned to do. We are responsible for promulgating and also for scrutinizing and making law in this country. That is our constitutional mandate. There is no any general in South Sudan can take that right from the national legislature. And if he does it, he does that at his own risk. That is one. We, as a member of national legislature, we are the one to follow the law. Every law that are made in South Sudan, we must see them that they are executed, including the traffic law. And we can even regulate them and we can amend them if they are called for amendment. They are not amended by the president. They are not amended. Of course, the president will call for amendment, but he will actually send it to the national legislature for amendment. So where does this gentleman got this idea from, that the national legislature is not responsible of the law of South Sudan? Where did he get this from? Another, we are the one who are supervising the national government and the state government, including the local government act. There is no any government in the Republic of South Sudan can operate without that. There is no, I repeat, there is no any government in the Republic of South Sudan, whatever level, can operate without the national legislature. The national legislature is a body that makes laws in the Republic of South Sudan. So should anybody tamper with that mandate, it is to be addressed constitutionally. I'm not emotional about it. I have nothing personal about this. But I will remind my general that he have to read the mandate of the national legislature. If it becomes a question of whether you are elected or appointed, let us not abuse the name of God. This agreement has been actually called for so that we get tranquility and peace, and then we transition from the present transitional period to the time that we will elect our member of parliament and also the whole government. Before that is done, this body of the legislature is the legal body that is responsible for the law of the Republic of South Sudan. There is nowhere that you can belittle it. And if you belittle it, you are doing it on your own risk. You are doing it on your own risk, and you will see the feedback. So for me, I'm just reminding my nation to remain calm. Of course, as a member of parliament, we hail from the people, we come from the people. And we should not also discipline our people not to abuse us. If they wish to abuse us, let them do so. But the man in uniform, including John Accord, could not be stubborn enough to challenge the national legislature. This is a challenge, and it will be addressed accordingly. So I cannot call a child which is not yet born, but this one will be related to the national legislature, and the National Legislative Assembly or the national legislature will make their own finding. It is very clear the system has been undermining this kind of institution, and the attempt to do it, those of them who have done it, they will actually see the next result to it. I'm not here to announce anybody wrong, but the National Legislature and the National Legislative Assembly will sooner or later will address this, and we will see altogether what is the result of it. Because we cannot create the vacancy of constitutional vacancy in our country. You cannot create this vacancy. You cannot make the National Legislative Assembly to be a useless house. We are not going to accept this. And if anybody does, he does it on his own risk. I'm repeating the same. Thank you very much, and God bless all of us. Thank you.